going on? How everybody doing out there, man? This is the Gray Man Podcast. Y'all seem to have enjoyed the throwback video that I made about the bug out bag. Well, this right here is actually one of my go bags. I got many bags. I got many packs that I have set aside, from go bags to 3-day assault packs to bug out bags and even more, different rifle bags and things like that. Today, we're going to go ahead and dissect my go bag. That means I'm going from one situation to another, hopefully from a hostile or a negative or something I need to get out of to a more comfortable, suitable situation. This is the bag that I pretty much take, or some similar that I pretty much take anywhere and everywhere I go. So this right here, this bag is actually, the 511 Rush Moab 6 bag. So it's made by 511. Some of the specifications for the bag is that it's a fully customizable sling pack. You got a tech pocket on the shoulder. It's water resistant. It's got a secondary double zip pocket, organized storage area, it's fleece line, sunglass pocket, comfortable compression straps. Also, it's got an adjustable shoulder strap. It's durable, lightweight. Hydration pocket. It's got Molly here, Molly straps, sturdy grab handle. A lot of these pockets and everything are designed from 511 for their particular modifications and specifications for whatever they designed them for. But typically, we put in the pockets what we feel we need to use the most, or whatever we want to put there. So I'll start breaking it down. I'll start going through the bag and showing you what I have. All right, so checking the bag out right here. Up top already on the outside, going around the bag. Just to show you guys, there's a back zipper here. In the back, it kind of goes both ways. 2 zippers here. In the back, you have some extra clips that would hook the Molly or the Molly straps, hook this bag onto make possibly another bigger bag, or hook another bag onto here to give you more extra storage space and things like that. Now, this is a hydration pocket. It's for like a 1 liter hydration system that'd be tube fed. Now, it doesn't come with that hydration system. It does not come with that bladder. However, since it is technically a hydration pack pocket, I put emergency drinking water inside of here, and I got 2 packs of this in here, but I also just keep it back here, so if I ever need it, that's where I can find it, and it's easy to get to. It's right, as it'll be back, as the bag will be on my back. It's just right there to go ahead and get a hold of. All right, now moving right along with the bag. On the side here, along the Molly straps, I did put some shears on here. Now, shears, trauma shears. The reason why I have these trauma shears here, and I actually have them zip tied to the bag so I don't lose them. But I have them here in case I need to access like some clothing. Maybe I get a wound, or I need to create some type of tourniquet or something out of makeshift clothing, or I just need a good pair of fabric scissors. This is where I would find the trauma shears right here, and I have them set right here on the side of the bag so I can be able to get to them, and I can take this off easily. I usually have this knife inside the bag, so I can, the bag is usually inside the bag in this pocket. And speaking of this pocket up here, what we're gonna do, go ahead and open up the pocket. I have ammunition and a spare magazine and ammunition, because I believe safety is important and imperative. And I keep that up there so I can access it easily if I need to get a hold of it quickly. So that's where I keep the knife, a nice foldable knife that I can keep up here with the ammunition and spare magazine that's ready to go. So go ahead and set that to the side. There's another zipped pocket here in the back. And in the zip pocket, I keep my hand sanitizer up here, as well as rubber gloves. Typically, if I have to get to the trauma shears, I'm probably going to be dealing with a bloody situation, and I want to make sure that I'm using rubber gloves to keep some PPE, keep myself safe as possible, and also some hand sanitizer, just so I can try to eliminate any type of germs or microbials the best I can, so I can put the gloves on, or maybe I have to clean the gloves off or clean the wound area after I get the clothing cut off. So keep that right there. Uh, you see, I have these gloves. I have these gloves hooked to the carrying handle. These are ballistic knuckle gloves, and these serve multiple purposes. I have them set up that way, up on here on the carrying handle, so I can access those easily. Also, I will use these gloves if I need to, if I'm firing a weapon and the weapon gets too hot. If I need to move debris, it has, like I said, ballistic knuckles on there in case I need to, maybe punch through a couple of things, not necessarily another person, but maybe bust out a window or anything. If I'm using this and busting out a window and continue to clear the glass, whatever. So I keep those gloves up there. Now along the side, on this side over here, on this side of the molly strap side of the bag, I have a firearm cleaning kit. So firearm cleaning kit, so I can clean my weapon. Everything I need right there. Easy to get to, easy to get a hold of, nice and secure with molly straps. So moving right along to the front of the bag, I have my blood type here, and then I have a morale patch, basically like infidel. You can add other patches, the flag, whatever, a unit patch. And let me see, I have also inside the molly webbing here, I have OC spray. In case I don't want to use my lethal option, I can use a less lethal option of OC spray. And this particular one is actually, it's tear gas, and it's by Sabre. So it's good stuff. That's one I keep right there. Now moving right along, opening up the pockets. As we open the pockets here, the one in the front, I have fire starter, magnesium fire starter. This is in the pocket that I like to call my fire starting pocket. So magnesium fire starter right there. I also have a fire starting log and tinder. So my tinder that I've chosen to put in this bag to use, and I'm keeping it in a waterproof bag, little baggie, sandwich baggie, is dryer lint. Dryer lint is something that's highly flammable. If I add the magnesium to it and have a fire starter, and add the magnesium pieces to it and use the ferro rod as a fire starter, this can become excellent tinder for whatever fire that I'm trying to use. And that's that pocket right there. And in this pocket, moving to my right, I have a sewing kit that can make simple repairs to whatever clothing I'm wearing, or whatever gear that I have that may become frayed, torn, whatever. Have a sewing kit there. I also have a Mophie cell phone battery charger. Now, you don't know how long you're going to be gone or what the situation is, and you want to make sure that your appliances and your electronics are charged up as best as possible. So I have a portable charger right here. So it's just a battery pack, and it actually extends or gives battery life like an extra. It gives my devices like an extra 6 to 10 hours, depending on how I'm using, how I'm running them. So 6 to 10 hours of battery life. And I also have, speaking about the creating a fire, I have InstaFire, the fire starter. Actually, this stuff will light. Um, this stuff will light wet wood. It burns at nearly 1,000 degrees. It burns in winds up to 30 miles an hour. It will burn on snow, and even floats and burns on water. It's non-volatile, so it doesn't explode or anything. No unexpected flare-ups. Long burn time. If you use 1/8 of a cup of this stuff, it'll burn for 5 to 7 minutes. It has a 5-year shelf life. This is a waterproof pouch. No harmful chemicals. Safe to store near food. And InstaFire ash is a natural fertilizer. So this is another part of my kit that I keep in the bag, and that's with the InstaFire fire starter. So that's what this stuff is right here, and it's military grade. It's good for campfire, fireplace, cooking, charcoal, and emergency. You know, an emergency. That's what this bag is all about. Now, also in this bag, uh, I have some batteries for. These are special batteries for a surefire firearm light that goes in a firearm. So that's what those batteries are for. Also, keeping in line with fire, I have a lighter, and a lighter I keep that in case I don't want to use the magnesium fire starter. It's all redundancy. You know, I can use this. I can be primitive and use a fire starter. See, I'm creating spark, or I can use a lighter. So let's see, another fire starter here. I have 2 packs of that in the bag. Let me see what else I got going on here. All right, and this is my knot card. So for different kind of knots that I need to tie, you know, just a quick cheat sheet for the different knots that I would probably be using or would probably need to use if I was ever stuck out in the field somewhere with this bag. Just a quick reminder of how to tie those knots. And lastly, I have a pencil in here, and a pencil is just to kind of log what I'm doing, mark what I'm going through, my experiences, or whatever. Take notes of the situation, or to guide me along my way, whatever, I need to write something down, So there's that. Go ahead and put these things back in the bag, because each compartment in this bag has a specific function. So this is pretty much my fire and stitching. Just the simple things I need to keep up with in terms of quality of life while out there in the field. All right, I'm gonna zip this on up. All right. And now moving right along, we're going to go on to the next compartment. There's actually 2 compartments here. There is a hidden compartment. There's a hidden compartment between the 2 main zipped compartments. This one is held together by Velcro. And as you probably guessed it, that is where you can easily access your concealed carry weapon. That's where you easily access your weapon. For example, you go in the pocket like such, and you'll be able to reach in there comfortably and pull out your personal protection. In this case, I have Glock 26. Glock 26 ready to go inside of this pocket, because it's a smaller pocket. It's more compact. It's more compressed. So you want to have a small place. I'm sorry. You want to have a small weapon system inside this pocket that can be easily accessed in the event of emergency, and because this pocket also has a built-in holster in there, and the weapon fits right down into the holster perfectly, and Velcro it back together. And at a glance, you can't even tell that there's a pocket there for you to need to access and get a hold of that firearm. So that's the concealed carry pocket. That's the concealed carry location on the bag, and that's how you would get to it. So Moving right along to the major compartment in the bag, the biggest section, the main compartment. As we open this up, there's a whole host of things inside of here. So what I have in here, we're going to start on the healthy side. So this side is the medical and health side that I like to call it, the medical and health side. So I have a life straw here. Life straw is it's a water straw. So if I'm ever like on a long journey and I'm really thirsty, I don't have any access to water or anything like that, I would use this. I would go up to a stream and I would be able to drink the water right out of the stream. It removes 99.99999% bacteria, including E. coli and etc., including protozoas. It filters up to 4,000 liters or 1,000 gallons. Meets U.S. EPA drinking water standards. And yeah, Life Straw right here, man. You definitely want to make sure that your kit has ways to purify water. So this is one of the most important things in the bag. And that's why I don't have to go opening up different pockets and stuff like that to get to that. I can just take a zipper down and grab it and pull it right out. And on top of that, I also have now, these are just something I added in here to kind of make my journey more bearable if I have to take a long journey. But these are instant seasoning, kind of like ramen noodle seasoning, but it's for different soups. You have vegetable soup seasoning, chicken soup seasoning, and beef soup seasoning. I got different seasonings right here. So even if I was to pour water, I can make myself a water soup flavored in chicken broth or beef broth or vegetable broth. So that's really what that is. And that's why I have that in the bag to kind of make the journey more bearable if I have to, if I'm going on it prolonged and all I have is this bag. Moving right along in the food, I have not necessarily an MRE, but I have freeze-dried chili mac with beef. That's right. Anybody ever been in the military, they know that the MRE, the chili mac MRE, is the best MRE. Period. Hands down. Don't believe me, ask somebody. Or make a comment below. So I got freeze-dried chili mac with beef. Just something to eat. If I need to eat while I'm on my journey, I can tear this open, pour boiling water right in the pack, and it'll serve after 4 minutes. Serve after 8 to 9 minutes. And all I need is 3/4 cup of boiling water to put in here. And since it's freeze dried, technically I could eat it just like this. So got that right there. Now, also I have just a simple first aid kit. This is for your simple boo-boos that you would catch along the journey or the initial start of what made you need to go from this location to the next location. And that is like my Band-Aids, simple Band-Aids, a few electrolyte pills. Here's some antibiotic cream like Neosporin inside of the bag. I also have something to do first aid for minor burns. It's minor cuts, burns, and insect bites. You know, I got this from Mount Carmel in Columbus, Ohio, Mount Carmel Health System. Matter of fact, I have alcohol prep pads here. Just also help keep things in areas sanitized and clean whenever I'm working around that area. And also, this bag has some rubber gloves. So, yep. And this is just a simple, small, little first aid kit that I got from them many years ago that I just update every so often, make sure my Band-Aids and things are nice and fresh. And the electrolyte pills, I rotate them out whenever they start to expire. And electrolyte pills help with energy while I'm on my journey in the go bag, going through my go bag. I'm on my journey. and I need to just get some energy. It's similar to like drinking a Gatorade, kind of helps replenish the electrolytes lost in the body as you are going along your way, depending on whatever weather, especially hot weather conditions. And outside of that, I have a stop bleed kit, which is kind of like a quick clot, and it's for minor to major wounds. And since we're talking about like not necessarily arterial bleeds, but vascular bleeds, like from the veins, stuff like that, I have a cat tourniquet. The cat tourniquet is inside the bag here. It's easy to get to. It's right here on the side. It's actually right behind my life straw, so I can get to my cat tourniquet. And pack hasn't even been opened, so it's brand new. And that's also to minimize any type of infection that I could possibly cause by putting that cat tourniquet on if it ever encountered anything that was like dirty or whatever, picked up any type of extra bacteria. The cat tourniquet is important because as you cinch down a wound or a cut or like a major cut, you can help preserve that person's life as long as you write down the time that you put the tourniquet on there, and just make sure you put the time on there, and you want to put the tourniquet on between the wound and the heart. So if something was to happen on the lower extremity here, this will be applied up here in between the wound and the heart. You don't want to put it down here, would defeat the purpose because it wouldn't close the circulation. So you want to close the circulation so that the heart, as it continues to pump, it won't bleed you out. So keep the cat tourniquet right there. Also, because more than likely, this pack, having this on, will require me to be walking. I'll be wearing I'll be putting some moleskin in different places where it will help comfort my feet from the rub. And I could probably apply this to maybe along the shoulder area where the straps will end up being too, if I'm carrying it for too long. And that will help ease any type of friction, minimizing blisters and chafing. So also I have shampoo and soap. This is actually baby bath shampoo and soap. And the reason why I put this in the pack is because I don't know what kind of, like if I ever needed to wash, I don't know what the situation that I would be dealing with and I would encounter that would require me to need to use soap. But I want to use the soap that doesn't cause tears. And the reason why I say that is, let's say, for example, I get contaminated with OC spray. I may need to get out of a hostile situation, and I may spray, and I may cross contaminate myself trying to fight my way out of a situation, and I may get some in my face. What I don't want to use is, I'm already going to be limited because I've contaminated myself in my face. I want to minimize as much limitation to myself as I wash my face to continue to keep myself aware. So I want to use soap that does not cause tearing up and irritation, because I'm already going to be washing the irritation, and I don't want to add to it as I'm washing the irritation and irritant out of my face. So I don't know what other kind of soap anybody else would use, but this is kind of what I recommend for that reason. And it cleans everything else as good as the other kind of soap does also. So that's why I put that in there. Now, I have in this bag also, I have 550 paracord, and anybody in the military knows the 550 cord. This is some strong stuff. This is not necessarily, this is not something that I would necessarily use for like major, like static rope functions, or any type of like major, I wouldn't use this for anything that I would really need to use rope for. However, if I did need to use a rope, I would use the 550 cord. And I got this still in the pack. I want to try to keep it as tight as possible, as long as I can, without unraveling or anything like that. So I kept it still in the pack, and I have it available in case I need to use it. And the knot card in the front could be useful, and if I ever needed to use that, not necessarily for the knots that I would be using around my body, but different knots that I would need to use, like pull something, lift things, things of that nature. So that's what I have there. I also have two um, glow sticks. We'll call them chem lights, but two glow sticks. And this is green and this is yellow. Now, I have these chem, I keep wanting to call them chem lights. I have these glow sticks for a couple of reasons. I have them for like an emergency lighting if I need to get some light in my area, and I don't have any lighting. I don't have any more means of getting light. I can use the glow stick. I believe these will keep an area lit for, how long does it say? They keep an area lit for, I don't think it says it on here. However, I think it keeps an area. I think they stay lit for about 2 to 3 hours. So 2 to 3 hours. I would use the glow stick to be able to keep my area illuminated. That's one. Another reason why I have the glow sticks and I have them in two different colors is in case I'm signaling someone. I can signal them with my location or a location I need them to go to with one color, and I can signal them in with the other color. Or they can be warning signal. It can be warning signal. There's a whole bunch of different uses that you can have for signaling with the glow sticks, and that's why I have those here, and I have them in the pack, and I kind of have them in the front of the main compartment. As I open it up, they're like right to the far right side of my pack as I open it up, so I can be able to get to them really quick, and I can use the chem lights as best I can for whatever purpose I need. So moving right along now, um, inside of the main compartment, there is another pocket here that I have more of my trauma gear. So the trauma gear is for major issues that I would ever encounter while on my travel, going from one place to another. And what I have here is like I have big pads of gauze, bigger pads of gauze. Let me see. I also I have an NPA. Now, NPA is if there's a breathing issue, I would be able to insert the NPA, like if my nose was smashed or someone else's nose, the airway was smashed, I could be able to insert this and help assist with getting air from the outside down into the I can't remember what that's called, but I don't want to call it the breathing canal, but it's down the nose, the nose area into the back of the throat where, if anything, any trauma happened to the face, you could be able to use the NPA to help continue breathing. And you just want to make sure that when you insert this into someone's nose, that you insert with the bevel side to the bridge. I mean, not the bridge, but the wall of the nose, and you want to work it that way, not the other way. You want to work it. You want to work it back like that. So that's important. Remember that. I also have. I have self-adherent wrap, and this will help with, like, if I have to use one of those pieces of gauze, the huge pads of gauze. I can use this. It's self-adhesive that I can wrap it around and hopefully continue mission or continue on my journey, and until I get some help. So I have that here. I have other forms of gauze. This is the one that does not, this is a bandage roll gauze. So this is like the gauze pad, but this is just the bandage roll. I can wrap this around and I can finish the wrap with this. And let's see. I have aspirin. This is aspirin here. And I also have tape. So medical tape. So I have that there. I have antiseptic Q-tip swabs. This helps to clean a wound area. That's what I have these for. I have more. I have more moleskin. So just to show you how important it is to have that. Um, so aside from the antiseptic swab sticks, I have also I have chest seals. Now these chest seals are for the thoracic cavity. Thoracic cavity is the stomach, the chest area. Now, if I was to have a puncture, a shot like a GSW, a gunshot wound, or a puncture, I was stabbed, something like to that nature. Um, I want to try to. I want to try to. I need to act quick because internal bleeding is a major problem. But in order for me to stop my loss of blood, I would apply one of these chest seals, and uh, and that's what I would. I have 3 of these in here for just for that reason. So my chest seals there. I have another. It's occlusive gauze strip. It's just another gauze, another form of gauze that I have here, and it's in this pack because it's super sterile. So these are for serious. These are for serious wounds that I may encounter that I don't want to stop me from completing my journey or continuing the mission that I've set out to do. That made me need to use this bag. Um, Inside this bag, on this side, also with the uh, health and food side of the bag, I have a medical first aid guide chart, and basically whatever everything on here from CPR to how to deal with the symptoms of bleeding, treatment, symptoms of drowning, treatment, gas poisoning, treatment. All these different little guides in here just to help me in case I either start to get a little confused on what I need to do to provide proper care to myself or maybe someone else that happens to be on the journey with me, and just to help them if they need a little help and assistance caring for me or themselves on the little journey that we may have. So um, those are those things that I have in the main compartment on the health and food side. Now, on the other side of the main compartment, I also have we have 2 pockets. Top pocket, mesh pocket. I have, all right, water purification tablets. These are iodine tabs. Um, Redundancy, more than one way to do things. Water purification straw, water purification tablets. These are iodine tablets. These are good for putting them in water bottles. Like if I have a water bottle and, get the water right out of the river or whatever, or somewhere clean, and maybe I want to make sure that I make sure it's clean. I put some iodine tablets in there, shake it up, let it sit for a while, as the instructions, as the instructions, as the instructions tell you to do. That's how you want to do it, and then I should be good to go to drink it. So that's that in that pocket up there. The first thing I pulled out. Second thing I pulled out is because I'll probably be walking, and I was in the infantry when I was in the army. I have a compass, and it's old school. It's a Lazatic compass, basically giving me my azimuth and elevation. I can be able to plot a direction, and I can keep moving. Compass. So, compass there for direction. The next thing I have here, something easy for me to be able to access as well, is a multi-tool. So the multi-tool is, let's open it up, like a pair of pliers, little blade, Phillips head screwdriver, punch can opener, flathead screwdriver, a small saw, nail file, those type of things. This can be something useful for me on my journey. And I got this right here. Just set on this side of the bag, and it's in a zip compartment because it's not something that I would probably be needing to use often. However, I want to make sure I got it put away and kept up. So on the bottom, I have another pocket, and go ahead and go in this pocket, the bottom. In the bottom pocket, I have an emergency blanket. Now, the emergency blanket is important whether I'm in cold weather or hot weather environments. And the reason why is because this emergency blanket will help reflect body heat back to the body. It's windproof and waterproof. And you don't know what kind of sickness you may be experiencing out there in whatever environment as you go across your journey. Maybe you didn't purify your water correctly. You didn't eat something you weren't supposed to. You caught an infection somehow, and maybe you get sick and your temperature starts to drop. This will help preserve your body heat and keep you warm for as long as you're wearing it. So you want to make sure you have one of those, and that you are able to access that if you need to. Now, last thing I have in this pocket is I have a reusable hand warmer. So this thing is actually useful in cold weather environments, or if my hands happen to become like cold, or a different limbs of my body, it's reusable, and all I have to do is heat it up, and just it provides 2 hours of heat, and it just heats up in 15 seconds. So I can put it in boiling water. And that's about it. I'm not sure if I can put this in a microwave, but I wouldn't imagine I would need to use a microwave if I'm on a journey. So that's what that is. And I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something. And remember that it's important for you to always make sure that you are preparing yourself for anything. Those that are not prepared are doomed to fail. All right? Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Remember, train hard, train often, train properly, and train safely. Holla at me. Great Man Podcast. Peace.